I'm just back from a 10-day holiday with 2 kids and my husband. What did I take with me? What was worth it? What did I wish I brought that I didn't bring? And what did I bring that I didn't use at all? Let's jump into it. So I'm gonna break it up into categories of makeup, toiletries, and kid stuff. Also, apologies. My son is in the room right next door, so if you hear a little bit of banging, that's what he's doing because he's playing. It's still the school holidays. So let's start off with kid stuff because that's quick and easy. I brought the kid stuff in this bag right here, which is the bag that I got in the M&S. I can't remember what it was. It was an M&S thing that was incredible. I shared that on my Instagram stories. If you don't follow me on Instagram, give it a follow. It's at It's Bridget Hill. What did I bring for the kids? Everything fit nicely in here, but I separately brought sunscreen, which I will go through. I brought their travel toothbrushes. They love their little Minions toothbrushes. These are electric toothbrushes that we have as their like downstairs toothbrushes for the morning. So brought those with us rather than their upstairs nighttime toothbrushes, which are their big Oral-B toothbrushes. I bought this as our travel toothpaste, the Sensodyne Pro Enamel Junior 6 to 12 years. Joseph's 3, but he knows to spit, not swallow toothpaste. So this was great. They love the flavor. It's kind of got it's called soft mint, I think. I think that's what it said on the box, but it's kind of, the boy said it was like a bubble gum, but it's definitely like a soft mint. They loved it. It was great. Didn't explode. That's what you want. And then the all-important wash. So this was a 3-in-1 swim. What's the 3? I'm assuming it's hair. What's the 3? I'm assuming it's shampoo, conditioner, and body. This did everything we need. It was the right amount. We used about 2/3 for both boys. It got them cleaned. We were in the pool. We were in the beach. And it was hot. It was the heat wave while we were over there. So in centigrade, it was like 36, 37 degrees every day, even when we were having dinner. So it was hot, it was sweaty. We were in the beach, we were in the pool, it was hot. This got them clean. We showered them, washed hair every single night because we needed to. And this was incredible. It, definitely got the chlorine and the salt water out of their hair and got their bodies clean. So I put everything in, I try to limit single-use plastics. I will take these and put them back in my travel bag for when we travel again. But just when you're flying, because things can explode, I think it's important to put things into plastic zip baggies. I brought an ibuprofen and a paracetamol with a doser, just in case. You don't know when you're traveling. Even when I travel to the States, I bring a paracetamol because you can't buy paracetamol. And as we live in Britain and these are the medications that we're accustomed to giving our children, I just bring them with me. Tylenol, I think, is the given medication in the States. That's what I'm not accustomed to giving that to my children when I'm in the States. So I always bring enough paracetamol should my kids get sick while we're there. Fortunately, we didn't need to use this, but I'm glad I had it. I also brought some diarrhea melts, just Boots' own brand. You just never know, and you want to have it. This wasn't for the kids, it was more for Barrie and I. Just stuck it in with the medication things just in case. Fortunately, we didn't need it. The food was incredible at the resort we were staying at. It was all inclusive, and the food was definitely one of the highlights. Very happy I had it. Again, we didn't need these. There weren't really bugs there, but just in case. Although Barrie didn't need this. Barrie did get a bug bite. I bought a bite and sting cream. Barrie did use this. The boys didn't need it. And I brought with me just a kids Repel, just in case. With kids, you just I wanted to err on the side of caution, make sure I had it, even if I didn't need it. With regards to kids stuff, I'd rather err on the side of caution. So that was all the sort of toiletries for the boys. And then for sun cream, I brought, I think, 6 full bottles of sunscreen with me. I brought a Nivea one that's blue, but then when you rub it in, it goes clear. We fully used that one up. Everything I brought was 50. Everything was kids. We used it all and had to buy more. It was really hot. So I brought these. These weren't kids, but I brought these for Barrie and I for our legs. They were fine. I don't know that I would repurchase just because the aerosol spray, not a huge fan of an aerosol. It was just more for ease because trying to get sunscreen onto our bodies was more about speed, and legs I was a little bit less concerned about because we were in the water. It was fine. It was refreshing. It was quite cooling. That's why we sort of came home with this, because we just didn't use it or rely on it as much. And again, this was one that we had to buy over there. And I mean, look at the price. It was $12.95. SPF 50 lotion. And I was really mindful of getting ones that were water resistant. So this was great. It was a Spanish brand. And then we went to an Aldi while we were there and picked up a La Cura water resistant SPF 50 as another sort of, we just were piling on the SPF. On us, on the kids, it was high priority for all of us. That's everything we brought for the kids and SPF. Next, moving into the makeup that I brought. Now, admittedly, I think I went in with thinking that I was gonna wear a lot more makeup than what I actually did. I don't know what I was thinking. We were at the beach, at the pool, in the water, and it was hot, so sweaty. So during the day, I didn't even bother. It was too hot, and in all honesty, we were swimming so much that even with waterproof makeup, it was just Barrie, the kids, and I. I just wanted to have fun, and I didn't want to take time in the morning. I just wanted to get out to the pool and have fun with the kids. So I didn't wear a lot of makeup. I did makeup in the evenings for dinner to just sort of dress up a little bit. But this is my travel makeup bag. If you saw my video for traveling to America, you will be familiar with this. I love it. It's been very well used, and you will see, I will show you. It opens up completely flat so you can see what you have, which is why I love it so much. It's a bit of a mess inside because I did not keep it organized. But let me talk you through what I brought and what I actually used. Oh, and also I brought with me this really great travel makeup mirror, which in all honesty, I use a lot when I'm at home. So it folds flat and it comes up like this, but you can also use it like that. It has a light, it's rechargeable, and it's really nice and flat. So I love this. My Paw sponge that desperately needs to be cleaned, but this was great. Used that quite a bit. Let's start with base products. I think so. I brought two sort of foundation type products. I brought the e.l.f. Both of them have SPF in them. This one's an SPF 30 and this one is an SPF 50. In all honesty, this one's a little bit deeper in terms of tone than this one is. I used this one more because this one has a lighter tint to it. And I was, you know, when you're in the holiday mood mode, all of that, I just wanted lighter makeup. I didn't want the fuller coverage that this was providing. So I think I was going to wear this once and just ended up pivoting. So this just wasn't the vibe for my holiday. So I didn't really wear this. I wore this a lot and was mixing it in just to get the right tone with this, just because I did have self tanner on. It's kind of worn away, but I was wearing, you know, mixing these two to get the right shade to match my face to my body. So really loved, get them the right way around. Really loved these two to sort of do my base. Really light coverage. And I used, again, all of this stuff needs to be cleaned. Just putting that in. I'm filming this on Saturday. We got back late on Tuesday. So this all needs to be cleaned. I used my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush to do most of my blending. This I just kind of used for concealer, but Ultimate Blending Brush came in clutch. Loved it. I was really loving the Merit really loving the Merit Bronzer Balm in the shade Clay. This has been my bronzer of the summer. You can see it comes like nice and domed. I've had this for a couple of months now, and it's just such a beautiful tone to it. And it just gave me that, you know, summery, beachy vibe that I wanted on the holiday with my holiday makeup. Loved it. That was sort of it. For my blush, I was going in predominantly with this e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Dusty Rose. So this is one that I don't reach for all that often. I think just because I find the applicator kind of goopy, but I can get over that. It's just such a beautiful shade, and it just gave me that kind of like summery sunset. It says Dusty Rose. I get more of a coral, but I was loving it, and it just was like light. I wanted to be glowy. I wanted to be beachy, and that gave me that vibe. Sometimes, not every day, I was going with the Power Grip Matte Primer. I got this mini, and if I was like super glowy, because it was hot, humid, hot, and I just felt like I needed to tone down a bit of the sweatiness. I might put that on, but that was maybe not every day. More base. I brought 2 concealers. The NARS Creamy Concealer. Is it the Radiant Creamy or just Creamy? I think it's the Radiant Creamy Concealer. And this is in the shade Vanilla. And then my Kosas, which I think is almost finished. Really enjoyed both of these. I ended up using this one just a little bit more because it just has that touch of extra coverage, but I like both of these equally. I'm actually thinking about buying this in a full size, but in the shade Chantilly, because this is just for my normal like winter shade, just a touch too deep for me. And both of these are just a touch too deep for me. This one here is Kosas, and then this one here is NARS. I don't know, maybe I'll have to go into store and swatch, because then looking at their vanilla looks like a really nice color, but then I still do have self tanner on, so I'm gonna hold fire on that. Other base that I didn't, I set that per every day. So, I kind of, what's that? I was sort of going in between these 2 setting powders. This, is like my love, but it was more matte, and I was sort of leaning into the glowy look, so I was using this quite a bit, which I really love, but I did use both of these equally. And then I was often topping up my blush, because I just do really love this blush, with the Tower 28 Get Set blush in Long Island Iced Tea. This is just, and this did kind of, it went really, these 2 go really nicely together. They're just a really similar shades, and it just kind of gave a little bit more touch of blush on my face. I did bring with me a powder bronzer, but in all honesty, I just didn't use it. It's the NARS Laguna bronzer, just in a mini that I've had for a while. I used it a little bit, but I had enough sort of color and self tanner. I just didn't feel it was necessary, but I did just do a little boop, boop, boop if I felt that I wanted to. And not often, but sometimes I did give a little bit of extra end of nose highlighter with the Essence Pure Nude. This is a love of mine. Always has been, will always be in my collection. This is just a phenomenal highlighter. I brought 2 powder puffs. I did say was it my last video that I have going live the day after I'm filming this, that I don't like using powder puffs? I'm kind of pivoting. I'm getting back into powder puffs, moving away from using brushes to set my under eyes and moving more towards powder puffs. I always kind of pivot back and forth. We'll see. We'll see. Brushes, just because they're sort of here. In that video that's going live tomorrow, I said I was going to bring my Morphe travel brushes with me. I ended up not bringing them. I don't know why. I just didn't pack them. I brought these because they were double-ended, and it just kind of made more sense because it was actually like fewer barrels to bring. So these are the Jessup brushes that I was influenced to buy by Laura Lee. You can get them on Amazon. And I think they're supposed to be a dupe of the Makeup by Mario brushes. I don't really know. I've never used those, but these are really soft. They've got nice density. I like them. They've got like a cool sort of mint colored barrel, but I just liked that they were double-ended, so it made sense to bring these. This AOA Studio brush, which I think they're like $1 a pound. I don't know, around about that. I brought this because I know it goes really well with this Tower 28 blush. I brought my Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush, because this is just my fave. Brought this eyeliner brush, which I ended up not using at all because I did not wear eyeliner one time. And that is all the brushes I brought with me. Eyeshadows. I brought 3. And I used all 3. e.l.f. this little quad, which is just a super little powerhouse. This is, I think, $4, £4. Might even be $3. I need to look. But this is incredible. Super great little holiday palette because it's so small and it's super versatile. Brought that, used it. I also brought the Natasha Denona My Mini Dream palette. This also super versatile, and I used the shimmers as a sort of one and done. But in all honesty, what I used the most, unsurprisingly, was my ColourPop Super Shock in Ritz. I kind of went overboard with I also brought my Merit Solo Shadow in Ritz, not in Ritz, in Studio. I used this one a lot because it was just super easy, one and done. And ultimately, when you're on holiday, that's kind of what you want, is a one and done. I brought this and didn't use it. I think I forgot I had it, which was the Morphe Solo Artist Priming Cream. So that's a eyeshadow base. I just didn't need it. I I just didn't need it. I mean, I think I could have, it would have looked good. These two look really good together. The Morphe shadow base with the color pop on top, but I went super basic. I didn't go that deep. Oh, I did use this in some days. So this is the Naturium Dew Glow Tinted Moisturizer in SPF 50+, but this is not water resistant. So I pivoted away from this really quickly. This looks beautiful on the skin. It's got a great tone, but I only wore this on, so they had a mini club for the kids that we took the kids to in the afternoon, and because Joseph is not 4, he needed an adult to stay there with him. So I only put this on when I was going to stay with the kids at mini club, because otherwise I needed to have something on my face that was water resistant. The only brow product that I brought 2, but one of them went missing from the room. These things happen. It was, I don't know where it is. It was the brow, I bought a replacement immediately, but it was the Got to Be glued one, and I bought a replacement, and it's in this room somewhere. I don't know where it is. But this brand doesn't get a lot of love. The Give Beauty, which is Gwen Stefani's makeup brand, this is like the perfect brow shade for me because it's cool. It's a blonde shade, but it's cool. And this was all, and I wish I'd bought another one from Sephora because it was on sale for like £6, and I just went to place an order. It's in the shade 1. It's Hella On Point Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. I just went to buy one, place an order for one, and it's gone. I think this brand might be going out of business, but then they had some at full price, so I don't really know. If you're blonde like me and have cool tone brows, but you want blonde. I find a lot of blonde brow products in sort of pencil format can be very warm, and I just think they can lean very warm. This one's actually one of the better ones, but I just want a nice ashy blonde, and this is the best I found, but now it's appears as if it's being discontinued. Such is my life. So I also brought with me the Revolution Start again, Bridget. I also brought with me the Revolution Wrap Lash. Focus, there we go. Wrap Lash Mega Extension Volume Tubing Mascara. This is, so I love a tubing formula, but I find that a lot of them just don't give volume, which you can see I've got on the Tower 28, which I also brought with me, which does give length and volume. And this is another one that gives great length and volume. And then I also brought with me my beloved Tower 28 in Drift. And this was, in all honesty, this was my most worn mascara. I have it on now, although when I was doing my hair to take the boys to soft play earlier, I was like using the hairdryer and like fully smudged my arm. You can see I've got mascara all over my sleeve. Real life moments here. And like got it all up over my eyes because it wasn't dry yet, but it's real life, people. It's real life. But I do really love this. I will repurchase it when it runs out, which I think I'm sort of approaching the 3-month mark on this. I also could just kind of have the dregs in here. I brought, oh no! This broke, probably because of the heat. Don't die on me. I need to readjust you. Don't die. Oh my God. I need to get my mom to send me another one of these. Mom, if you're watching, can you buy me one of these, please, and send it to me? I'll send you some money. Okay, thanks. Clean, fresh, yummy from CoverGirl. This is my love. You cannot buy it in the UK, and mine appears to have broken on the trip. Awesome. I have it in the shade Into the Blur. I did wear this a lot when we would go to dinner. And then what I did not wear, because I didn't wear any eyeliner, was the Sephora 12-hour color pencil. This is a great pencil. It's waterproof. I think it's waterproof. Yeah, it's waterproof. I just didn't wear eyeliner. And then, you know, the normal stuff that you bring. I brought my favorite NARS pencil sharpener. I brought, well, these just live in my travel bag, but little mini tweezers from Tweezerman. And then why I love this, so now that this is empty, I just fold it up flat, and it just goes in my drawer. So there we go. That was quite long-winded. Sorry, I'll try and edit it down. Now, transitioning into toiletries. I brought this big giant bag, which I bought before this trip because I just didn't feel like I had a good toiletries bag. But I really like this one, and I recommend it, and I will link it. Oh, look at how big it is. Can I get it all in frame? It's upside down. Look at how big it is. when it folds out even more. I really rate this bag. I really loved it. It has a little hook. Ooh, part of it just went flying off. I'll find that later. It's got a little hook thing so you can hang it in the bathroom. I brought this Technicolor tan from Bondi Sands. I like this because I'm fair. So this is Sapphire for a natural cool tone. It says 1 hour express tan. Put it on overnight. That's just a general rule. Even with express tans, put it on overnight. I really like this. The Dove Summer Revive Gradual Tan. Big fan. These are almost empty. I brought a tanning mitt. Before we came home, I gave that like a little sink wash. One thing I didn't bring with me that I wish I had and I will bring with me next time are, you know how you can get those little travel like laundry strips? I would bring that with me next time. Into the next compartment. So I was kindly sent this SPF by Be Perfect, the Skin Studio SPF 50. I use this a lot. A lot. I used this when we were going out but not going to be wet. So again, like when I was going to mini club or if we were going on a boat trip but I wasn't going to be swimming, because this is not water resistant, but it's SPF 50. Really enjoy this. I'm going to be putting this on my desk as my daily SPF because this is kind of everything that I want in an SPF. It says hero ingredients, cotton plant stem cells, niacinamide, which my skin loves, hyaluronic acid, which my skin loves. So yeah, I was really grateful to have been sent this. I don't get really sent anything at the moment. I'm still very new. And I'm not like bigging it up because I was sent it. I'm not obligated to say anything positive or anything at all about this. I just really liked it and enjoyed it. I brought my Fussy deodorant. It's lightweight because it's in plastic, but if you don't know about Fussy, it is a reusable deodorant system where you can put reusable, compostable deodorant compartments in it. So because it's plastic, it's lightweight, but that is reusable. I bought a Bioma creamy jelly cleanser. I bought this when I went to America as my travel cleanser and I really enjoyed it, so I bought it again. I also brought with me, and I'm really glad I did, this Suntouchable e.l.f. SPF Mist. This was really great for like face touch-up SPF. It's got the ball in there. So I have another one here on my desk. So I'm going to keep one on my desk and put one in my handbag. So I'm glad I had that. For my wash, I have my favorite Lancome almond shower gel. That's just my fave. So I bought this little travel set from e.l.f., which I loved. Although, again, one of the toner went missing from my room, which was weird. But so it had in it the daily moisturizer, the night cream, the eye cream, the cleansing balm, which I already know I love, and this prep and hydrate balm, which I didn't use a ton, but I definitely am curious to try more. So really loved those. I loved the toner until it went missing. I'm curious to purchase the toner in a full size and actually use it because I love a toner. So yeah, interested to try that. Now into more toiletries. I bought this because it sort of came, in the Boots travel minis, you buy two, get one free. This was one I bought and got free, and I thought I'll bring it just in case, and I didn't use it, but I do like this, so I will keep it and maybe put it in our family bathroom for when we have visitors, just in case they need something. I bought this Elvive Dream Lengths. I used these first, and for whatever reason, these were just not jiving with the water in Spain with my hair. So something to do with like the chlorine, the salt water, the water in the hotel, and the shampoo made my hair like straw. Whereas I've used the shampoo in the past and my hair has been fine with it, but it just no bueno. So I had bought these as like just in case, and I pivoted over to these, and I was so glad that I had these for the extra moisture because my hair desperately needed it. So these ended up being the shampoo and conditioner that I used. The Tresemme Rich Moisture Vitamin E, they were fantastic. I wanted to use these because they have better like squirt, whereas these have like screw off, which is super fussy of me, but ultimately the product won out. This is Barrie's favorite shower gel, so he brought that. I brought dry shampoo. In what world did I think I was going to be using dry shampoo? Someone tell me that. In what world did I think I was going to be washing my hair every day? Honest to God. Honest to God. So that didn't get used. I brought this anti-cavity words, Bridget. Anti-cavity. Why can't I think of what you are? What are you? What are you? Mouthwash. I brought this anti-cavity mouthwash. We loved it. We used it. Happy. Can you tell it's 2:30 and I've been at Softly with the kids all day? Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I bought this oat cleansing balm just because I wasn't sure whether this cleansing balm was going to be big enough, and this came in this set. So I was like, I'll just bring both. So question. It's been years since I've used this cleansing balm, right? I remember the formulation of this cleansing balm being really, really difficult to squeeze out. I remember like having to do a two-hander squeeze and it like coming out like this. This, and I don't know if it's in the travel size or whatever. I'm not going to squeeze it out here. That would be a bad decision. Maybe I'll do it on a tissue. This is... Do we see that? Like much more liquidy than I remember it being. And also, now I can't close, there we go. So this is much more liquidy than I remember it being, but also I remember it emulsifying really beautifully on my skin. And when I used it this time, I felt like it left a really like oily residue on my skin, and I needed to have that second cleanse to wash off that oily residue. Does anyone know? Have I missed it? Has the Inky List reformulated this and I didn't know? Let me know, because I don't remember this product being like it is now. I don't remember this formulation feeling like this. Just me. Standard brought floss. I love this product, the Tower 28 SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. So this is, what is in this? I can't remember off the top of my head. It is, where are your ingredients? Hypochlorous acid. This was great because I was using water resistant sunscreen on my face and on my chest every day, multiple times, every 2 hours. It was just much heavier on my skin than what I was accustomed to. I would have had significantly more breakout if it wasn't for this. And Barrie was getting a lot of breakouts like on his back and shoulders and stuff for the same reason. So we were using this to try and combat that. I brought with me my cute little travel razor that I've had for a while. Again, what was I thinking? I brought my little mini of Wow Dream Coat. It was too damn hot for me to be even contemplating blow drying my hair. What world was I living in? This did not get used. And then this is also another fantastic product that you can't get in the UK, but you can get in the US. The Lumi Whole Body Deodorant. When it's so hot, sometimes you need a little bit of extra odor protection places other than your pits. Just gonna leave that there. Okay, so that's everything I brought with me. We've gone through what I used, what I loved, what was necessary. So we've now fully gone through what did I bring with me, what did I love, what was great, what was clutch. I also brought a setting spray. That was kind of hit miss. I didn't really need that. What did I love? What was essential? What did I use every day? What was a total waste of time? Now my final category. What are things that I didn't bring with me that I absolutely wish I'd brought with me? I made a list. It's on my phone. Let's discuss. In the shower, and I'm sure this is, I'd never been on like an all-inclusive resort holiday before. We've always used our holiday time to go and visit my family. I went in without any idea of what we were going into. The shower had zero storage in it for like this and the kids stuff. So I expected like a shelf to be able to put my stuff. There was none of that. I wish I had brought or had with me some sort of shower holder. For those of you with kids, you may be aware that you can buy these like mesh basket type things that you can suction onto the wall to hold their bath toys. So I want something similar to that, but much smaller to hold my toiletries. If I can find something similar to that, there has to be something on the market like that. I will insert an image of that here. Or something, I will research it and input an image and a link of what I mean. Maybe extra, but it just felt necessary for a 10-day holiday. Another thing, the shower was extremely slippery. The bathroom and the whole suite was tiled, very slippery. So I wish that we'd had a shower mat because there was no bath, it was just a shower. And from a safety point of view, it meant that took two of us to bath the children. I would have brought a shower mat, just a little roll up one to just make it safer. Third thing, this is not a long list, by the way, pool shoes for the boys. All the like experienced travelers had pool shoes for their kids. We bought some when we were there. They were expensive because they like get the tourists. I would have bought some that we knew fit the kids well, better quality, and brought them over with us. We ended up buying them and they fell apart while we were there, but they lasted us the 10 days. But yeah, that's it. And maybe something to, you know, have, and I've seen all these things on like TikTok and Instagram and stuff for jewelry to be able to safely bring it to the beach and the pool and stuff like that. Maybe something like that is what I would have brought. But yeah, other than that, I feel, you know, we had a great 10-day holiday. The boys loved it. We had a great time. The food was incredible. The beach was incredible. We had some really wonderful experiences, and I definitely feel like I have a better idea of how to pack for the next one, and I hope that this video is helpful for you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know, you know, what are some things that you pack that are really helpful for you, and, you know, let's all help each other out. Please like the video, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment, share it with your friends, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.